very quickly and talk about the Flying Eagles and also talk about the Golden Eagles, our national teams, particularly at that level. Today, the Flying Eagles started where they left off as Golden Eagles, a friendly against a nationwide team.
Lugbe United.
An high-scoring friendly. 12-0, they beat Lugbe United. And exactly the way they used to play when they were in the Golden Eagles is the way they took out this team today. And a lot of people are saying, look, that is what you get when there's continuity. I mean, when these boys have been together, a lot of them that couldn't make it to the World Cup,
they still brought them in.
Some are even players. I mean, you see
some have even played under 20 before at the World Cup. Like Int'l Wilfred has been at the World Cup, so it was brought back to the. He remained with the other Flying Eagles. So when you talk about continuity, we talk about soccer, we talk about structures in play. We're talking about playing game, opening up the camps. For you have a lot of players coming in, you test a lot of players, and that's the beauty. And even though some of these players have been at the World Cup, they play. It's not an automatic place for them. They still have to call up some other players to try out those players who could not make the under 17, those who were dropped during the MRI scan in Morocco. So it's a mix of talent. It's a good blend, and it just at this level, let's see what these guys can bring. And I think this is the future, and we are now beginning to see what lies ahead of us.
This weekend, the Africa Youth Championship qualifiers
for the other countries.
Yeah, and our eyes will be on Kenya and Tanzania because Nigeria will meet the winner between Kenya and Tanzania in the national of the African Youth Championship. So I hope we're not taking things for granted. We are keeping our eyes on that game to see what quality these teams can also bring, so that we are not taken aback or caught unawares when that time comes.
But you know the beauty. In '93, we won the Under-17 World Cup. We didn't qualify for the.
That's what I'm saying. So we can't take it for granted.
That said didn't qualify for the next World Cup. So we struggled. So in 2000 and I think 2007, 2009, we struggled to even qualify.
That's what I'm saying.
So we must.
Every year we win. Every year we win Under-17 World Cup. Our next Under-20 team just fails to deliver.
So we have that challenge. So I hope these guys will just break that jinx and go on. But we are looking at the future. We are looking at this world. After playing in the World Cup next year, we are looking at the Olympic in 2016, and this is the future. This is the Olympic team. We want to be serious about the kind of players we are building at this level. Because after the Under-20 World Cup in 2015, 2016 is the next Olympic, and some of these guys will make the team.
They should be in the team. I mean, and if you look at the clubs that these guys have gone to, they should definitely be part of the plans for the next Olympic Games. So we'll keep our eyes on Manu Garba, Ondoka Agbade, and the boys. And for the Golden Eagles, they'll be playing a friendly against the Super Falcons in the next couple of days in Abuja, just to help the Falcons get ready for the African Women Championship. While they also will be going for a WAFU Six Nations tournament. We told you that on the show yesterday. Dumnade, before we come to your territory and talk the Globe Premier League, let's just talk table tennis very quickly. What's the story around Aruna Quadri and
Edem Ofiong?
Edem Ofiong, what's the story?
Well, they've secured their spot in the main draw of the ongoing Spanish Open, advancing from the preliminary round of the competition. Quadri recorded a resounding 4-love bashing of homeboy Spain's Carlos Franco. In the preliminary round, Ofiong had to finish behind in our group 7 behind Russia's Yulia Prokhorova. She defeated England's Anna Kicks 14-12, 7-11-7. 7-11, 11-7. That's just like 8 set to finish 8 games to finish second of her group. In the main draw, Ofiong will battle competition's number 2 seed, Japan Sayaka Iwano. That's tomorrow on table 7. Of course, table tennis, you have table 1, table 2, table 4. Unlike Quadri that made it to the main draw in the men's single, Kazimat Konjola had a good start in the competition. Came to end today. Of course, after he bowed out to his good start came to the sudden end today. After he bowed out to Spain's Alfredo Caneros in the second group game that ended 11.
We were celebrating him yesterday.
13-11, 8-11, 15-13, 9-11, 11-6, 11-6.
That was a close one. I mean, we were celebrating Kazim Makonjala yesterday, but that's the story. But the good news is that Aruna Quadri and Ofiong Edem are through to the main draw, which is a big one for them. Okay, from table tennis, let's come to the Globe Premier League now. Dumnodi, there was a rescheduled game played today in Sapele. Week 3 rescheduled game played today in Sapele. I'm sure you'll see the result any moment from now. It was Bayelsa United, Nigeria's sole representatives in the CAF Confederations Cup, and it was a convincing win over Nasarawa United. Dumnodi.
Where the first goal was scored by Bernardo Wanta. Second goal scored by the Benenuan import, the captain of Bayelsa United, Salomon Jr. The third goal was scored by Eric Pimpon, the Ghanaian import, while Esosa Igbinoba scored the only goal for Nasarawa United. So making Bayelsa United, it's a good victory for Bayelsa United, 3-1 over Nasarawa United. And of course, they are building up to their next game because they have, I think they have one more game to be played.
Is it Eric Frimpong, the younger brother of Jotez
Frimpong?
Yeah,
I think that's the one that played Niger Tornado,
played everywhere. Now he's back with Bayelsa United.
I thought he left the country before.
Yeah, I think he's back. I went to Tunisia. I think he played in Tunisia.
Exactly.
All right. So that's the result on your screen. Bayelsa United 3-1 winners over Nasarawa United. All right. Let's go on very quickly and update you around the league management company. We talked about it yesterday. Conditional clearance everywhere for everybody. Yesterday was Giwa that were told to put a few things together before June 23rd or so. Now,
24th.
This is the story of Nembe City. And that's the story you're seeing on your screen. LMC conditionally clears Nembe City may play on Sunday. Dumnodi, I'm sure you have details of this story for us. And
the story is Nembe City has received provisional approval from the league management company to participate in the 2013-2014 Globe Premier League, but with a additional condition that the club must send a written acknowledgement stating it has read and understood all the conditions set forth in the letter of admittance.
Okay.
The acknowledgement is to reach the LMC before noon tomorrow, that's April 5th, or Nembe City may not play the match, the five fixtures in Uyo against Akwa United on Sunday. Well, I think they've been informed that the chairman of the club, Baribote, should not remain on the board because he's been banned for 15 years. So
the chairman of the club is not Victor.
The owner of the club has been.
He is the owner. He's not the chairman. The chairman is Mrs. Ebiakpo Romson. Victor Baribote is not the chairman of the club. He's the owner. Is the founder, the owner, and he says he's not a member of the board. But the chairman of the club is Mrs. Ebiakpo Romson. So we need to clarify that very quickly. And that's the statement that you are seeing on your screen. We hope that we'll be able to get across to Victor Baribote as we go along on the show tonight so that we can hear his own side of the story and find out what his involvement is really with Nembe City, because they also said a few things about some documents still having a few discrepancies, and all of these things must be sorted out before 12 noon tomorrow.
Yeah, and of course, on the stadium approval for their home game, Nembe said they submitted a letter from the Chris Dera Hotel Stadium in Omoku, River State, for use, but demanded that the LMC demanded that it's required to submit that stadium on March the 9th as a proper lease agreement with the stadium in line with the LMC recommended lease agreement and minimum condition assuring priority use on match days and granting all restricted access. Because they are very keen. You don't want to say I'm playing in so and so place. And you get there and you just the stadium manager just close the door and say, Oga, key this somewhere, I beg. More go bring key. Oh, Oga, we need to call who get the stadium. But we just watch. They're trying to avoid.
We are playing today.
We are playing today.
Let's
call Oga. So
we want to use the stadium for something else.
Nembe are also to meet the requirement of provision of performance guarantee on or before June 24th, or if you face sanction of point deduction. And we're talking about the 100 million now, 25 million naira. Every quarter. Every 9 weeks.
All right. So I think that's clear enough. So it is conditional, and you may just see Nembe City return to the league this Sunday in an away game to Akwa United. That's the condition.
Tony, let me just add this one. He said the club is also to submit contract is signed with its management personnel, including the general manager, financial officer, media officer, security officer, among others. He must also show proof of his head coach having a CAF license B certificate.
Hold on, are all these conditions
have they applied to the other clubs?
All other clubs, or is just Nembe?
They apply. I'm sure they must have applied to all the other clubs, because you can't just single out Nembe and tell them that look, you are the only ones. Bring a B license certificate from. No, I think it should apply across board to all the clubs. That's what we wanted to see if we can get across to Victor Romson Baribote. But maybe as we go along on the show, if we're able to reach him on Sports Tonight, we will be able to talk to him and get his own side of the story.
Quick update from the ongoing UEFA Europa League games.
Quarter-final matches.
Yeah, AZ Alkmaar are currently losing at home 1-0 to Benfica. Olympique Lyon and Juventus are playing at a goalless draw in France. Valencia are away at FC Basel at the St. Jacob Stadium and they are losing 2-0. And FC Porto are currently leading 1-0 over Sevilla.
All right, so those are the results for you of Europa League games currently going on. And let me just see a few comments as well from Twitter. The issue of the table tennis players doing well, the impact of international competition on table tennis, I mean, very, very huge. And people are asking questions that they hope that this will continue.